After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Live long. 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin. The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
Welcome to Star Trek. People you can interact with have icons above their
Finally,
heads.
I
You
was
can press the
beginning to think
interaction
you
key,
forgot what today
Default F,
was.
to talk with them.
Of course, I was first in line. Oh, before I forget, I think Rasky is just ahead. He wanted to thank you.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final, and for all the other times you've helped me. I've always admired you. Good luck. Before you report to Lieutenant Farah and get your assignment, you should find Tibral. She wanted to talk to you.
Greetings. It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best at. Morik would like to see you as well.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
There you are. Getting excited yet? Once we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. Good afternoon, Cadet. What can I do for you? Yes, I have the complete assignment. Let's see. You're going to have to ask him.
The direction of your objectives also appears on your compass. Objects you can interact with have a glow around them. Press F to interact with a doorbell to notify Captain Taggart of your presence.
Cadet. I did. I've been following your progress here at the Academy. And I must say, I'm just looking at your final test scores. But I don't see your results for the Advanced Phaser Training Program. I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program. I did. Like I said, another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores will... I'll tell Flores to meet you...
I got the tactical officer spot. Just what I... You never did that? I thought you were Mr. Extra Credit. Everyone knows that Captain Taggart expects all his top people to... Don't worry, you'll... Seems most of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship. Have you seen the whales in San Francisco Bay? I never seem to spot them. I sometimes forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
To sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
Last one of the console buys the first round tonight! Setting up the training program now. Shoot stuff, don't die. Pretty big. It's standard stuff. The last time I tried to give someone a little help, phasers are in the lockers by the holodecks. You can...
Press the B key to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective. The pistol has been automatically equipped. Move to the center of the room. In combat, right-click on a target to fire... While in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat will become available. You can holster and draw your weapon with the H key.
Well done, Cadet. You're not going to break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory. Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Yes, you should be proud of your accomplishments here, Cadet.
First officer, way to go. Don't let it... You'll do great.
The direction of your objectives also appears on your compass. Now hear this. All cadets report to Shuttle Bay to prepare for departure.
Okay, all of the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I'm sure everyone's a bit...
All cadets, please board your shuttles.
Are you ready to head to the ship?
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Oh, look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's our ship. Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward weapon mounts, 1 aft. Average speed, warp 5 point nothing. She is a tough little ship, though. I think I like her. We're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge. I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See you there.
Name and position? I have your record right here, sir. Captain Taggart is waiting for you.
Welcome to the bridge, number one. Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my number one, I expect you to ensure my orders are carried out, and to advise me. But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors. Then
Earth traffic control.
Very good, number one.
Shuttle bay doors are closed.
Very good, number one. Potter, take us out. 1/4 in. Just checking to see if you're paying.
To sit, right-click on the chair you wish to sit in.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course lead in, sir.
Engage.
Captain, I am picking up a distress call from the SS Breakeven. Audio only.
Let's hear it, Tyrell.
This is the SS Break-Even. Our warp core is failing, and we are in need of assistance.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes.
Transporter room. Prepare to beam over survivors.
Sir, Sentinels can't read anything in the vicinity of the break-even.
Communications are out as well.
Keep trying to hail them, Tyrell. Number one, let's discuss the situation. You heard the distress call, number one. What do you think we should do? Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist. Good. What do you advise? Raising the shields does seem to be a reasonable precaution. I agree. Flores, raise shields. Number one.
I'm getting some weird readings. I can't get a solid lock. There may be interference. Trying to compensate. I think I have it. This is a lot different than the training scenarios. Beaming them over now. Klingons!
This vessel is now property of Captain Kadek of the IKS Chot.
Stop! Security is reporting disruptor fire in the transporter room. You have the command codes to unlock an armory near your position. Arm yourself. We still have weapons.
Go to the armory locker in this room and interact with it to get a better weapon. can switch between two equipped weapons by pressing Z. Item has dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it. You have recovered a hypo spray. You can use this to quickly heal any damage you may have suffered. You can do extra damage to enemies by flanking them. Try attacking your enemies on their sides or behind them. Some objects can be destroyed and create environmental effects. You can destroy the EPS conduit near the Klingons to damage them.
Number 1, we're doing our best to cripple this Klingon marauder, but I need your help.
Sometimes missions specialized to your career class are available. Press C to crouch. Crouching gives a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks. Press X to aim your weapon. Aiming your weapon gives a bonus to damage.
Number 1, we've got...
Go see to the bridge. We will secure this area.
Incoming transmission from...
This is Captain Kayak of the IKS Chart. You may have forced my boarding parties off your decks, but our ship remains clumped. You have no hope of finding us, or defeating us. Perhaps your captain. Order your crew to surrender, Captain, or I will blow them out of the sky. It's your choice, Captain. Do you want these children to die?
Very well. Number 1. You are now the captain of the ship. Your orders... Your orders are to lock onto my combat and fire!
Make me proud.
We have target lock, Captain.
Direct hit! Cannons on all decks! Shields! Shields! Fire all weapons! Weapons and shields are offline! Ah! Cloak and begin repairs!
We've lost their signal. What now? We survived, but the Captain Taggart knew what would happen, and he gave the order anyway.
Alyssa Flores is now your bridge officer. Bridge officers add abilities to your ship in...
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties.
I have been trying.
She's still close.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get...
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
Oh, hello, Starfleet. No hard feelings, right? And, because Starfleet's always...
Increase your speed using E. Use W and S to move up or down. Use A and D to turn left or right.
Helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the ship.
Looks like she just needs 3 or 4 warp induction coils. We have plenty of those to spare. Position yourself near the ship.
Thanks. We'd help you if we could, but I just don't see any profit in that, you know?
Well, looks like we're on our own. At least they said thank you, I guess. About that cloak...
Almost done, Captain. Level 2 diagnostics, not enough. Plasma injectors are...
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here. There's wreckage all over this region. I can scan the derelicts and see if any of them have intact plasma. Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
Press the spacebar to fire energy weapons. Ship is under attack. An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
Digging through scraps we've left behind.
Yeah, that guy's getting annoying.
These you have your problems, I have mine. I'll need some time to get everything installed and run.
Zarva's dealing with the warp core, but until she's done, we're still stranded out here with a...
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack. Use your plasma beam to weaken shielded targets. Use your torpedoes on an enemy when their shield is down.
Nice shot. 2 more jamming satellites left.
I haven't forgotten about you. Think your ship can take a couple more hits?
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal?
That Klingon ship took some real damage. Understood. I'll send the source of the plasma signature to... It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
I can make your death swift.
Activate full impulse. Hover your mouse over a weapon, and its firing arc will be shown around your ship in space. Activate high-yield torpedo by clicking on the icon or pressing Alt and 1. High-yield torpedo will... Click on a shield that is low on power to direct power to it. This will divert power from your other shields.
Incoming transmission, sir. It is from Starfleet.
This is Captain Volok of the USS Renown. Do you require assistance? A Klingon captain would have to be very bold to travel this far into Federation territory. Where is Captain Taggart? And did you follow his orders? So, I take it you are in command now. Very well. We will escort your ship to Earth's space dock. And if he reveals his position, he will be dealt with accordingly.
Your captain begged for his life before I killed him.
Accepting danger is part of being a Starfleet officer. You have learned this lesson well.
I tire of this. It's time to finish this fight. My house will avenge me!
The Renown will escort you back to Earth Space Dock, but first we must inform the USS Kittimer that... One moment. My communications officer informs me that we are unable to contact the Kittimer. We will proceed to their coordinates to determine if they require assistance, and your ship will accompany us. I hereby grant you a field promotion. This will give you the proper authority over your crew, and final decision-making ability for your ship until we reach Earth Space Dock.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Click to order your crew to plot a course to your next mission. Use M to open up the map for sector space. You can click on a system to plot a course and set your ship to automatically fly to it.
We're here, Captain. The USS Kittimer is dead ahead, and the Renown is beside us. Our orders are to make contact with the Kittimer and find out why they've not responded.
Yes, sir. I will require
Ah, Captain Volon. Captain Taggart? What are you both doing here? Always good to follow the orders of your superior officers.
These cadets were the unfortunate victims of a Klingon ambush. Captain Taggart is dead, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. The Renown was escorting them back to Earth Space Dock, but when we could not raise the Kittimer, I deemed it imperative.
I'm troubled by the anomalies in this system, and if they're affecting long-range communications, then they're doubly a cause for concern. Let's do this by the numbers. We've already launched 9 probes. Now that they're active, we can do it in-depth. With all 3 ships collecting data, we should be able to complete this quickly and formulate...
You can set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, speed, or balance.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
Kittimer here. Are you seeing the same gamma radiation levels that we are? I'm not sure that a My chief science officer, Commander Dave.
Deflector dish is realigned for reverse tachyon pulse wave, sir. Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The Borg!
Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. All life forms will be assimilated.
The Kittimer is under attack. Use full impulse to reach her quickly.
Activate full impulse.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions. The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They're disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous. I am an emergency medical hologram.
The Borg were brutally efficient on the Kittimer. The emergency medical hologram may be in command simply because no one else is fit to do so. The Borg have not been seen in the Alpha Quadrant in decades. Their arrival cannot simply be a coincidence. I will send teams to aid the Kittimer. You will have to finish the scans. I have linked the Iota point to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer. Please transmit the data so we may begin our analysis. We have your data, and our science team, our tactical teams have eliminated...
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help. I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of
Borg transwarp signatures detected. Prepare your ship for combat.
They're firing. I need help.
More Borg! I don't know if we're ready for this.
Janeway's tactics. You are Starfleet officers. You are prepared for this.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected. It's an invasion force. We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
The Borg are departing, most likely for a more strategic target. Direct your fire at the remaining sphere. Focus your fire, and we shall prevail.
Direct hit.
Here is the situation as we see it. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area for a larger invasion. Long-range sensors are already detecting inbound transwarp signatures. The most likely target for a first strike is the Vega system. There is a civilian colony there, and if the Borg could take it by surprise, very observant of you, the Renown is better equipped to hold off further Borg attacks and assist the Khitomer. We must remain here. Once you have warned...
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Click the icon next to the mission to report to the contact and turn in the mission.
It is imperative.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready to go?
Shields up, red alert.
We arrived before the Borg. Now my heart... Tivrel managed to...
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today? Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you see the Borg?
I have lost contact with Vega Colony, sir. Something is blocking all subspace signals. Our hails are...
Borg are jamming up any remote...
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here. Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you.
Is under attack.
Roger that, Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
All civilian ships have safely warped out of the system, Captain.
Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
Captain, the Borg have landed.
Choose your away team for your next mission. Your choices for who will be on your away team will grow as you recruit more bridge officers.
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate... No, sir. I'll follow your... That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Are we too late? Those landing ships don't just carry drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
Thank you.
your status or the status of your ship and bridge officers.
Oh no, we're too late.
We have the civilians. There is still no sign of the Renown or the Khitomer, sir.
I apologize for Koles putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him, the Borg would have assimilated me by now. I apologize for... I see. I know. No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Koles and I have a plan.
You have received a kit appropriate to your profession. Open your inventory, default key I, and double-click it to equip it. With a kit equipped, abilities are added to your action bar that you can perform in ground combat. You now have additional abilities in ground combat.
Pattern enhancers are working, and not a moment too soon. I can hear the Borg moving this way. I'll do that.
Remember when we thought fighting a crazed Klingon was the worst thing that could happen today?
Concentrate fire on the Borg. We need to keep them away from the civilians.
Another group of civilians has beamed to the ship, Captain.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
Glad to do anything I can.
All right, Koles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated.
I
Don't
know the drill.
hesitate.
Just never expected any Borg here, you know. I knew that one. We played poker last night.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field. The Borg are so... what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
The ship is transporting anyone they can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible. We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed, so we can't reach the Renown or the Kittimer. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them, possibly, but what we need to do is... Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around. Never thought I'd wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Target's shields have failed. More shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Right shield failing. Hull integrity below 50%.
Sir, there are several fast-moving ships on sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. All life forms will be assimilated.
A cube? Guess it's our time to go out in a blaze of glory.
Exceptional effort. Now, let us finish this. Held off what we could in Pollux and sent a signal out to Starfleet. These were the closest ships. Others will be arriving. You have handled things well thus far. Excellent thinking on reconfiguring the satellites into warning beacons. We received the signal. I will be discussing that option with the other captains here. But your priority is to protect the civilians you have on board, as well as to ensure the safety of your crew. The Khitomer will return to Earth space dock with you. Once you arrive, report to Admiral Quinn. He will have more information for you. You and your crew have done well. Koles would make a fine addition to your senior staff.
Captain Volok told us to get to Earth space dock in I think he's right. We need to get the civilians to...
Congratulations, Lieutenant.